Hi guys, it's Angie the Craftnado, and I am here today with a little bit, oh, Bo Duke's in the background there. Get to see a little. I usually have my door closed when I record, but I didn't close it today because guess what? It's back to school. Yay! And I'm home alone. Yay! Everybody's gone today except for me and Bo Duke. And so I left my door open and he decided to come in and have a visit. Anyway, sorry about that. Today I'm here with a little bit of a special unbagging. This comes from a company that I was contacted by. The name of the company is Biggest Craft, and they are a seller of cross-stitch kits. And I had a look at their site, and they had some very, very nice things for very reasonably priced, and they asked me to pick some things out to show to you guys. So let's just get right into it, and I will show you what I ordered from them. Now, this first kit is a Joy Sunday kit. So they do have Joy Sunday brand kits in their shop. And this one is called Butterflies Over Flowers. And it is a 14 count kit that is 17 by 19 centimeters. I'll open it up in a second and tell you how many stitches by how many stitches that is. But this is what it's going to look like. And the thing that I found interesting about this kit that I liked is there are several half stitches in here that are going to give it just a little bit of depth. And it's not a full coverage stitch piece, but it's going to give you some depth with having those half stitches in the background. There is quite a bit of back stitching on this to outline the flowers and the butterfly, which should not be a problem at all, because this is a stamped kit, and that just makes it for me so much easier. I love stamped cross stitch. So let's take a look at everything that comes in the kit. If you are someone who is thinking about trying cross stitch, stamped is, in my opinion, definitely the way to go if you want to get started in cross stitch. And I have found that my stitchy bug has come back lately, and I have been just loving working on my cross stitch projects. So you get everything in this kit that you need to cross stitch. It even comes with needles. So you have 2 needles here attached to your swatch of thread. It has your color swatch of thread that is divided up by color number that you need. There are 16 colors in this kit, and they are beautiful colors, and it's nice feeling thread. Joy Sunday makes very nice kits. And it also tells you that it's a 14 count kit and how many threads you need to use with the kit. So for 14 count, you use 2 threads, which is nice for when you're beginning and you don't really know. And so this is a nice small piece. I love how small this piece is. It does not give me, 65 wide by 81 high. So it's very small, 65 stitches by 81 stitches. And this is a perfect beginner's piece. Especially if you want to get started doing, half stitches and practicing your back stitch. So it does show on here where your back stitches are going to go. You can see that outline line. And the key to this is just like a diamond painting. The key is down here on the bottom, and it shows you the color code. So everywhere that you see green, you're going to use 310, which is black. So the color code for black is actually green. It's not as confusing as if you think about it just like a diamond painting. The symbol that shows in the key just tells you what color floss you're going to use on the pattern. So we have 16 colors in total. So for your full stitches, you're going to do 14 different colors. Then over here, it shows you your half stitches. Your half stitches are going to be in 2 different colors. And then over here, it shows you your colors for your back stitches. And so you have 4 different color back stitches. So altogether, that totals up your 16 colors, because some colors are used, twice, or in both, full and half and full and back stitch. So that is the first one that I got. It's very cute. This is a water soluble dye that's on here. So what you do is after you're finished stitching this, you just soak it in some water for a period of time, rinse it off, and all of that, everything that's on here that's printed in ink will disappear. So you don't have to worry about any of that showing through afterwards. And in case you do get this wet and lose some of your, which I've never had a problem with that, and I've done tons of stamped cross stitches, it also comes with a pattern. So even if you wanted to afterwards get yourself a blank piece of Aida, you could stitch this again using the pattern that comes with it. So that's really nice too. If it were something that I can't imagine stitching a project. Well, yes, I can. I suppose I can imagine stitching a project twice, but yeah, you could always stitch it again. And it's such a small piece of fabric that you are bound to have some extra laying around somewhere from a project or another. And plain Aida is sold in, you know, your craft stores, pretty readily available. So that's the first kit that I got. Let's grab the second one out. And the second one is this adorable snowman, or not a snowman, I'm sorry, reindeer standing atop a chimney with snow on it. And he is very, very cute. This is again another 14 count kit. So let's take a look at it. And it's also going to be a small one. I love these smalls, especially holiday themed. You can do fun things with them. So this one also this one has 17 different colors. So you have 17 colors. You're going to use 2 strands for colors. Your floss strands are made up, your flosses are made up of 6 strands of floss. And I think I am going to do an introductory cross stitch video just for people who are interested. If you haven't given cross stitch a try and you'd like to, I'm going to do an introductory video that shows you how to separate out your strands, how to floss or thread your needle, how to start and finish your threads, things like that. So I think that that might be helpful for some people. Same thing with this one. You do have a pattern as well as your image and your pre-printed canvas. So this is nice and small. This one is only 35 stitches wide by 108 stitches high. This is actually something you could cut this out, finish the edges, and you could use this for a bookmark. This would be really cute as a bookmark. So that is one thing you could do with this piece. You'd have to put a backer on it of some sort. You could just sew, you know, a piece of fabric onto the back, and that would make a really nice gift for someone for Christmas. So that's the second one, and that is another Joy Sunday brand kit. If I could get it back in here now. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well. It's September 1st, you guys, and you know what that means. I can get started on some of these new projects. Okay, love this one. I don't know what it is about Halloween, but I am in love with all crafts that are Halloween related. So this one is called Halloween Elf. It's also a Joy Sunday kit. It's also a 14 count kit. And it's adorable little witch with her black cat with a potion. She's holding her trick-or-treat bag. She's got a crow up here standing on her hat. And it just says trick-or-treat. And it's very, very cute. And this is not a full coverage kit either, which means you're going to have a lot of that is not stitched, which means this is actually going to be a really, really quick project, something that you could get done really fast. So let's take a look at the threads and let's see how big it is. Oh, it's a perfect size. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. That would make just such a cute little wall hanging. decoration for the holidays, and you could easily find a small frame for this at one of your hobby shops. You could even make a faux frame for it, you know, with some material, some felt or something, and sew it onto the edges. It's very, very cute. You could even use this in a scrapbook. You could do a scrapbook finish on this, and that would be adorable as well. So this one has 14 colors and all of your and your needles. And I love the purple color in that. So pretty. Look at that purple color. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is one that I am definitely going to work up really fast because you're only going to be stitching anything that you see color on. It does also have a little bit of back stitching, so your anywhere you see these lines here is going to be a little bit of back stitching. Back stitching is really, really easy to do. I know a lot of people say they hate doing back stitching, but I don't mind. It's not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy to do. So if you guys are at all interested in cross stitch, or you know, want to maybe get started on cross stitch, this company has a lot. I mean, I couldn't believe the variety and the selection that they had on their site, and pretty reasonably priced too. So if you wanted to, you know, if you were looking for some place to buy some cross stitch supplies for a beginner, this would be, or for advanced. Again, I mean, I do a lot of cross stitch and I still love stamped cross stitch the best. So this would be a good place to go and check that out. So that is the third one. Now this next one is a little bit bigger. When I say a little bit bigger, it's a lot bit bigger. So here's the image. Isn't that just the perfect quintessential Santa Claus? He's just absolutely perfect. I'm going to do this one for my dad. You guys all know that my dad is a Santa's helper. And this guy on here looks just like my dad. He has the real beard and the real hair, white hair. So let's see how big this is. Holy moly, look at the yarn, or not yarn, I'm sorry. Look at the floss that comes with this. So this comes with a huge swatch of floss, 24 different colors. So there's a lot of floss on here, you guys. But I think that the colors are going to be just perfect for the image. They look, you know, right on. They look like they're going to match up and blend together really well to make that perfect Santa image. Yes, I like this. So this is one that I'll be getting started on right away too. This now is, I believe, an 11 count kit. So this one came with 3 needles in this cute little furry thing that they stick in. So they're easy to keep track of and you won't lose them. And here is the canvas. This canvas is 164 by 164 stitches, and it is a full coverage canvas, meaning you're not going to have any unstitched area. It's going to be completely stitched, you know, all the way across. And an 11 count canvas means that you're going to be using 3 strands of floss in your needle rather than 2. It also does come with the legend, or the, you know, why can't I think of the word? The key, the pattern, thank you, the pattern, just in case you were to not be able to read the printing on the canvas, but it looks very, very clear to me. I don't think that there's going to be a problem reading the canvas whatsoever. And it looks like you're going to have a lot of color blocking in here. So even though there are 24 colors, and you're going to be doing some some switches and some floss changes. It's not going to be complete confetti. It is a lot of color blocking, which for me, for stitching, is nice when you have a large area all with the same floss color. I have one that has 56 colors that you literally have to change floss color like every 2 or 3 stitches, and that can be just so labor intensive, and it just gets cumbersome after a while. So this looks like it's going to be a really pleasant one to stitch in. It has really nice margins on the sides, so you should be able to get your hoop in there so that you'll be able to reach, you know, all of your stitches. Sometimes they can have a very small margin of fabric at the edges, and it's hard to get your hoop to where, you know, you can still reach those. And I do like to stitch with a hoop or a Q snap. This is nice stiff Aida, so you can stitch it in hand if you prefer. You don't have to have a hoop or anything with this, but I prefer to stitch with a hoop or with a Q snap. But that is this one, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I think I'll probably get started with this one right away because nobody can say anything to me today. It's September 1st, and I can start all the projects. All the projects that I've been waiting to start for a month can start today. And this is going to be one of them. So, and it'll be, you know, for good reason, because this is going to be a Christmas gift. And like I mentioned the other day when I was unboxing some diamond painting related things, it is not too early whatsoever to get started on Christmas and gift giving things. I love giving crafty gifts. I think that people appreciate them, anyways, the people in my family appreciate the time and care that went into creating a gift. And I think most people are that way. So that is that one. And we've got one last one in here. And it is a hefty one. So let's get in here and see what it is. Now, unfortunately, well, looks like it's a huge one. And unfortunately, it looks as if the printing on our schematic is a little bit too, like maybe the ink was running low. I'm going to link all of these products in the description of the video, but trust me when I say go and look at this link to this particular one. It's a little bit difficult to show you also on the canvas what this is going to look like, but I'm going to try to explain it to you and hopefully you'll see it. Now this one comes with a really nice little toolkit. So you get a thimble, you get your little guy with looks like 4 or 5 needles, a bobbin, a seam ripper, and a needle threader. So you get a little toolkit with this, and look at the floss that comes with this. This is another 11 count kit, but look at the quantity of floss that comes with this. And this floss is really nice. And then plus all of this is a ton of floss. So you can tell from the colors that it's going to be, which is probably why it didn't show up on that image very well, but these are all very light, very pastel colors. And it has 31 colors. That is a lot. So we have 31 colors. I'm not sure of the size of this yet. Let's open it up and look at the size. This one is also an 11 count kit, 148 by 217 stitches. So it is quite large. And it is really difficult to tell what this is, but I'm going to try to explain it to you. So this is the outline right here. from here over is a woman in her wedding dress. And on this side are some curly cues and just like beautiful creams and peaches and pinks of a background. Um, and so it reminded me of my daughter. And so I really wanted to do this one for my daughter. And it's absolutely gorgeous. You can kind of make out what I'm talking about. You can see her arm right here, going down to her hand. Her hand is holding her dress. You can see the drape of the dress right here and right here, how the dress is pulled in. This is like her chest that is showing, so that's going to be skin color right there. But please look at the link in the description so that you can see the picture of what this one is going to look like, because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be amazing when it's finished. With this many colors, how many did I say? 30 different colors. It's really going to have a lot of detail and it's going to look really, really nice. It still has an acceptable, I mean, there's a lot of confetti in here, but there's still a respectable amount of color blocking where it won't be too crazy with changing threads all the time. So that should be, it should be kind of a pleasant mixture of both. So yeah, that's that. I wish I could, I'm going to try to point it out to you in this picture. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it. See up here, this is her skin at her neckline. You can see the drapes of her dress, her arm coming down there, holding her hand is right there, holding her dress up. But then you really can't see over to the side. It's just like a curly Q, beautiful background. And I can see it on the canvas, but because I've seen the picture, but I can understand how, having not seen the picture, it might be difficult for you guys to be able to make that out. So take a look at that and let me know what you think. And that is going to be a gift for my daughter. I'm not sure, I'm not going to start this one to have it done for Christmas this year, just because it's going to take some time because it is so large. And I really need to get started on my holiday gift giving for this year. But this is definitely one I'll be doing. It'd be nice if I could get it done for their anniversary. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Boy, there sure is a lot of floss. And it's just beautiful floss. It's really nice and silky. I'm very impressed with the quality of the cloth, of the floss on this one particularly. So that's what I got from Biggest Craft. Go ahead and check them out. Like I said, I'll link them and the items that I showed in the description field. And check them out. And if you're interested in learning the basics of cross stitch, let me know that too. And I will do a video about that as well. Just in case, because I know a lot of people who cross stitch do the counted cross stitch, and you know, for those who are beginners, I think it's easier to start with the stamped cross stitch. And you know, it might be nice. Somebody might like a few tips and tricks to getting started and kind of demystify it and make the process a little bit easier. So I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions at all or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And I hope you all have a great day, and until my next video, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.